Episode 5. Build self-reliance while valuing others. Aum Namapegavaith Vasudevya. Imagine standing at the base of a magnificent mountain. The peak disappears into the clouds. Hundreds of climbers have gathered. Some are strong. Some are experienced. Some have climbed many mountains before. You ask one of them, "Can you carry me to the top?" He smiles. "I can guide you. I can encourage you. I can even rescue you if you're in danger. But I cannot climb the mountain for you." That is one of the greatest lessons in life. People can support your journey, but no one can walk your path. If you want to become someone who is respected for your strength, trusted for your reliability, and loved for your humility, stay with me until the very end. Because today's principle can transform the way you build relationships, make decisions, and lead your life. One of the biggest misunderstandings about success is believing that self-reliance means doing everything alone. It doesn't. Equally dangerous is believing that someone else will solve every problem for us. That doesn't work either. True wisdom lives between these two extremes. Become capable enough to stand on your own, yet humble enough to appreciate those who walk beside you. Imagine a young eagle. While it remains inside the nest, its parents feed it, protect it, keep it warm. But there comes a day when the mother eagle gently pushes it toward the edge. To the young bird, it feels cruel, unfair, terrifying. But the mother understands something the young eagle cannot yet see. Comfort creates dependence. Challenge creates wings. The eagle discovers it was born to fly. Only after it stops depending on the nest. Life often pushes us toward the edge, not to destroy us, but to reveal the strength we never knew we possessed. If today's lesson already resonates with you, stay with me until the end, because the final reflection may completely change how you view independence and relationships. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us that every individual is responsible for performing their own dharma. Others may guide us. Teachers may educate us. Parents may nurture us. Friends may encourage us. But no one can live our duty for us. Personal responsibility is the birthplace of freedom. Chanakya wisely observed, "A person who depends entirely upon others eventually loses both freedom and respect." Think carefully about those words. Dependence is comfortable until the day support disappears. Then comfort becomes helplessness. Self-reliance is not built in emergencies. It is built long before emergencies arrive. Imagine owning a beautiful house. Every repair, every decision, every small challenge requires calling someone else, changing a light bulb, managing your finances, preparing a simple meal, handling basic technology. Years pass. Without realizing it, you slowly lose confidence in your own abilities. Now imagine another person. They continue learning, reading, practicing, developing skills. They don't know everything, but every year, they become a little more capable than the year before. That is the power of continuous self-development. Peter Drucker once said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." Creating your future begins by becoming someone who can solve more problems than yesterday, not someone who creates more excuses. Let me tell you a story. A young employee joined a large organization. Whenever a problem appeared, his first sentence was always, "Can someone help me?" His manager patiently supported him. Months passed. Nothing changed. One day, the manager answered differently. "I'll help you. But first tell me, what solutions have you already considered?" The employee was surprised. For the first time, he stopped looking for answers outside himself. He started thinking, researching, learning, growing. Within 2 years, he became one of the company's most dependable leaders. Not because people stopped helping him, but because he first learned to help himself. That single change transformed his career. If this message reminds you that growth begins with responsibility, pause for a moment and write one word in the comments. Capability. Because capability creates confidence, and confidence inspires trust. Now here's something fascinating. Psychologists often speak about something called learned helplessness. When people repeatedly believe someone else will always solve their problems, they gradually stop trying. Eventually, even when they are capable, they no longer believe they are. The opposite is also true. Every small victory strengthens confidence. Every challenge overcome builds resilience. Every problem solved independently quietly tells the mind, I am becoming stronger. That is why successful parents don't do everything for their children. Successful leaders don't solve every problem for their teams. Successful teachers don't give every answer to their students. Instead, they teach people how to think. Because education creates independence. Dependence creates limitation. But here's where everything changes. Self-reliance must never become arrogance. Imagine a mighty tree standing in the middle of a forest. Its roots are deep. Its trunk is strong. It can withstand powerful storms. Yet, it still depends upon the sunlight, the rain, the fertile soil, the tiny bees that pollinate flowers, the countless unseen organisms beneath the earth. The tree is strong, but it is not isolated. Life teaches us the same lesson. Become independent in your abilities, but never forget your interdependence with others. Stephen Covey beautifully described this journey. Dependence says, you take care of me. Independence says, I can take care of myself. Interdependence says, together, we can achieve far more than either of us alone. That is maturity. Many people stop at independence. Great leaders move beyond it. They build teams, communities, families, organizations, because they understand that while no one should become helplessly dependent, no one succeeds entirely alone. Think about the greatest achievements in history. The Apollo moon mission, modern hospitals, great universities, successful businesses. None of them were built by one individual. They were built by capable people working together. Each person brought strength. Each person accepted responsibility. Each person contributed value. Self-reliance doesn't reject teamwork. It strengthens teamwork. Because when every individual is capable, the entire team becomes extraordinary. Imagine a rowing team. If one person refuses to row, the entire boat slows down. If everyone rows with discipline, the boat moves with remarkable speed. Every family works the same way. Every organization works the same way. Every society works the same way. Contribution is the foundation of progress. Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote, what is not good for the hive cannot be good for the bee. Read those words carefully. Your growth should strengthen the people around you, not isolate you from them. True self-reliance makes you more useful, not more proud. If today's message reminds you to become stronger so you can serve others better, write one word in the comments. Strength. Because strength is most beautiful when it becomes service. There is another danger we must avoid. Emotional dependence. Many people allow their happiness to depend entirely upon another person's approval. A compliment makes them happy. Criticism destroys their confidence. A message makes their day. Silence ruins it. This is not love. It is dependence. Real confidence comes from within. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us that inner stability is one of the highest qualities of wisdom. When your peace depends entirely upon external circumstances, peace becomes fragile. When it grows from character, it becomes unshakable. Now imagine a business leader. Every small decision must be approved by the owner. Every employee waits for instructions. Nothing moves without one person. Is that a healthy organization? No. It is a dependent organization. Now imagine another company. People understand the vision. They know their responsibilities. They solve problems. They make thoughtful decisions. They support one another. The owner isn't carrying the entire company. The company carries itself. That is the difference between dependence and empowerment. The greatest leaders don't create followers. They create more leaders. The greatest parents don't create dependent children. They create capable adults. The greatest teachers don't create students who memorize answers. They create students who discover answers. Education reaches its highest purpose when it creates independence. There is another lesson from nature. Have you ever watched a butterfly emerge from its cocoon? Scientists discovered something fascinating. If a person cuts open the cocoon to help the butterfly usually cannot fly. Why? Because struggling through the cocoon strengthens its wings. The very difficulty we try to remove is often what prepares us for life. Sometimes helping someone too much prevents them from discovering their own strength. Real love empowers. It does not create lifelong dependence. There will be moments when life removes support. A mentor retires. Parents grow old. Friends move away. Jobs change. Businesses fail. Markets fluctuate. Technology evolves. Those who invested in themselves continue growing. Those who depended entirely upon circumstances often struggle. Invest in your knowledge. Invest in your health. Invest in your skills. Invest in your character. Those investments travel with you wherever life takes you. Before you begin tomorrow, ask yourself one simple question. If everyone stopped helping me today, what abilities would still remain within me? That answer reveals where your next season of growth should begin. If today's episode reminded you that becoming stronger allows you to serve others more effectively, subscribe and continue this journey with us. Every episode is designed to help us build wisdom, resilience, and character for a meaningful life. Share this episode with someone who is learning to stand on their own feet, because encouragement at the right moment can change an entire future. Together, let us become better individuals, build stronger families, create a better society, and leave behind a better world for future generations. Remember, learn continuously. Think independently. Work responsibly. Accept help with gratitude. Offer help with humility. Become strong enough to stand alone when necessary. Wise enough to walk with others when possible. And compassionate enough to lift those who are still finding their own strength. Because the purpose of self-reliance is not self-glorification. It is becoming someone who contributes more than they consume. Someone who creates more solutions than problems. Someone who leaves every place, every family, every organization better than they found it. May we replace helplessness with capability. Replace excuses with responsibility. Replace pride with humility. Replace dependence with purposeful growth. May we become individuals who stand firmly on our own values while extending a helping hand to others, fulfilling our dharma with courage, gratitude, and wisdom. Aum Namah Bhagavath Vasudevaya.